We're a slow-traveling couple in our 50s, making our way through Europe one city at a time with our 10-year-old dog, Dory. In this video, we'll show you around Zagreb, Croatia, a lively, easy-to-explore city with nice cafés, green spaces, and friendly locals. It's also very accommodating to dogs, which made getting around even more enjoyable. Whether you are traveling with a pet or not, Zagreb has a laid-back charm that is easy to enjoy. Stay with us as we share what made this city such a great find. We started our journey in Budva, Montenegro, and made our way to Dubrovnik, Croatia. We booked a private car service through MH Travel because there is no train between the two cities and buses don't allow dogs. This was actually our second time using the same company. We first hired them for the trip from Tirana to Budva. We even had the same driver again. Communication was easy, the car was clean, the driver was punctual, and both rides went smoothly. We highly recommend them. The drive to Dubrovnik took less than 3 hours and included a short ferry ride across the Bay of Kotor, which saved us a long detour. Crossing the border into Croatia was quick and easy. We just showed our passports and continued on. Since Croatia is part of the Schengen area, and we were coming from Montenegro, which is outside the Schengen zone, we had Dory's pet passport ready, expecting it to be checked. But the border officer didn't even look at it. We are not sure how often pet passports are actually checked when entering the Schengen, but in our case it was not thoroughly checked. The driver dropped us off at the Dubrovnik airport, where we picked up a rental car. Our first time doing so since we started our full-time travel life. We chose to rent a car because our next destination was Zagreb, and there wasn't a practical way to get there with a dog using public transportation. We stayed in Dubrovnik for one night for two main reasons. First, we wanted to explore the city, especially since it became so famous after the Game of Thrones series. And second, we didn't want to start the long drive to Zagreb after already spending a few hours on the road. Our short visit was fun, and we would love to come back for a longer stay someday. We booked a room at the city hotel, which is pet-friendly. When we arrived, the room was set up with 2 bowls, a few dog treats, and a small bed for Dory. The bed was a good size for a small dog, but for Dory it was more like a pillow. Still, we appreciated the gesture. We also stopped by a supermarket to pick up some groceries and dog food. The next day, we drove to Zagreb. The trip was about 400 miles and roughly 6 hours without stops. The drive was smooth and uneventful. We stayed in Zagreb for 1 week, and on several days, Dory joined us as we explored the city. Zagreb turned out to be a very dog-friendly place. There are plenty of green areas for walks, water fountains where dogs can drink, and lots of locals who genuinely seem to love dogs. Every restaurant we visited with Dory allowed her inside, and she was always offered water whether we were at a restaurant or a coffee shop. One place even gave her treats. Dogs are also allowed on public transportation, including trains and trams, which makes getting around easy. There was a dog park right next to the Airbnb where we stayed, and we visited it several times during the week. Dori loved it. She got to run around and meet new friends. One day, while we were out exploring without her, we even stumbled upon another dog park in a different part of the city. Zagreb definitely makes it easy to find spaces where dogs can play and socialize. Our favorite city park was Maksimir Park. It has plenty of green space to walk, unwind, and explore. Along the way, we saw a few water fountains where Dori could stop for a drink. The park was full of people enjoying the day, and we saw lots of dogs out for walks with their owners. We were impressed by how clean and well-kept the city is. The streets, parks, and public spaces are nicely maintained and easy to enjoy. We liked walking through neighborhoods filled with cafés, restaurants, and places to sit and rest. Whether you're traveling solo, as a couple, or with a pet like we are, Zagreb makes it easy to feel at home. We were running low on Dori's arthritis and heartworm medication, so we walked to a nearby vet who spoke English. We didn't have an appointment, but he saw us right away. He gave us the arthritis meds on the spot. For the heartworm meds, he was out of stock, but he wrote a prescription we could fill at a pet pharmacy. We went to Pet Center, a huge pet store with a pharmacy inside, about the size of a PetSmart in the US. It had a big selection of pet products, and picking up Dori's medication there was quick and easy. Zagreb is very welcoming to dogs, which made our stay relaxed and enjoyable. We loved the city and its vibe, and we are already planning to return for a longer visit. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And stay tuned for more videos coming soon.